Hello and welcome to our Google tutorial on working with the look and feel of the site. So I've added a few things. I've added my logo, which is Biofanatics, and I have my class motto or purpose, investigating the living world together. So if I want to change the look and feel of my site, there's several places where I can go to do this. First, if I go to the gear and then go to manage site, I can change some different generic or general items within the site. I can copy the site. I can even delete the site from that gear. The other thing I can do, I can change the page order. I can look at what's been deleted, and then the final option is to change the themes, colors, and fonts. In this page, I can, change my theme. So since I started adding some more green pictures, I'm going to change it to olive, and it gives me a preview. I can change the headers. I can change it whether I want the background to be the theme color or none. I can also add a custom color to it. Let's see if I go a little darker what that looks like. It's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to stick with the theme. But I could also put a background image if I wanted to. Instead, I'm going to keep it at the theme, but I can go through each of the different areas and change the pieces in each of those areas. The look of the text, the title, the background, the layout, all of those things can be changed in that area. The second place to change it is if I go to the gear and then I go down to Site Actions and go to Edit Site Layout. So earlier we've been editing the page layout. Now this is going to change the layout of the entire site. So you see I've got a header. I can disable that header and it's gone. The title of my site is actually gone, or I can put that back in. Same thing with a horizontal navigation. I can add that to my site, and what it's going to do is it's going to add my items, any of the items that I want to do. Let's see, I can add the page. So I've got home, about the teacher. I can also change the order. So if I wanted to put the EOC prep before class lessons, I could. Okay. I can, in addition to that, I can add a URL. So, and again, if I add a URL, I always want to open it in a new window. Okay, and now let's see what that's going to look like. Okay, and you see now for whichever place on my site, I've got a top navigation. I still have the sidebar. If I don't want the sidebar, I can take that off by clicking on that button. So now it's a little bit more open. Okay. If it's the way I like it, I'm going to click close. And now I can go through each of these items. The one thing it's missing is now the drop down. So I won't be able to see those drop downs. I'll have to go down here to the side or to the bottom of the page to see the sub pages underneath that, which may be inconvenient for students. They may not know to scroll all the way down to get to the announcements. So I want to edit that again. Alright, so I'm going to add those pages. I've added all of these new pages, so what I want to do now is I want to move them under where they belong. So announcements belongs under home, as well as the class calendar. I'm going to move it over one. Once I've moved all of those pages, and I have the sub pages below where they need to be, I can also change the style. So maybe I want to let's try tabs and see what that looks like. I kind of like that a little bit better. So let's see what it looks like. If I go now to home, now I've got my announcements and class calendar. If I go to class lessons and activities, I have the different pages underneath those activities. So those are the two ways that you can customize the look of your site even after you've already done it. You can go to the gear and then go down to Manage Sites, and then at the very bottom you go to the Themes, Colors, and Fonts. The other way is to change the actual site layout under the gear, and that'll allow you to change and customize any piece that will be site-wide when students look at it. And there you go, customizing the look and feel of your site.